Sorry to put you on the spot. I know. Thank you to the Metzes for bringing our snacks this evening. We appreciate them. Please make sure you guys get some. There's plenty there, yes. We'll start with our invocation and pledge.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Come on, do it. Maybe. Oh my gosh.
Here we go. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Y'all can be seated. I've got a couple of stories here I'd like to read to you. Once there was a little boy who lived in the country. For facilities, they had to use an outhouse, and the little boy hated it because it was hot in the summer, cold in the winter, and it stunk all the time. The outhouse was sitting on the bank of a creek, and the boy determined that one day he would push that outhouse into the water. One day, after a spring rain, the creek was swollen, so the little boy decided today was the day to push the outhouse into the creek. So he got a large stick and pushed. Finally, the outhouse toppled into the creek and floated away. That night, his dad told him they were going to the woodshed after supper. Knowing that meant a spanking, the little boy asked why. The dad replied, "Someone pushed the outhouse into the creek today. It was you, wasn't it, son?" The boy answered, "Yeah." Then he thought a moment and he said, "Dad, I read in school today that George Washington chopped down a cherry tree and didn't get into trouble because he told the truth." The dad replied, "Well, son, George Washington's father wasn't in that cherry tree." Dad had won a toy at a raffle. He called his kids together to ask which one should have the present. "Who is the most obedient?" he asked. "Who never talks back to another? Who does everything she says?" 5 small voices answered in unison. "Okay, Dad, you get the toy." You all please bow your head for a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us once again for this month's meeting. Thank you for this beautiful day. I pray blessings upon each beekeeper here and ask for your favor and goodness on each one of their apiaries. We praise you and thank you for your goodness. We thank you for the food, Lord God. Bless it to the nourishment of their bodies. In Jesus' name, Lord, amen.
Amen.
Okay, Mike, it's all yours.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Y'all see how long this takes? We need to get a new one of these. All right, let's start with our old business. Formic order, thank you guys. I believe there were a few members that may have ordered too much formic or may have some extra formic. So if anybody didn't get formic and is still needing to put some on, let us know because I believe there is still some floating around there. But thank you to everyone that ordered. Proceed order. It's happening outside right now. Thanks to everybody that ordered that too. It takes a lot of work to get that here. This is a whole new experience for us this year, doing it the way that we did it. And it could have had a lot of hiccups that it didn't actually have. So thank you to the folks that are out there right now, still working on it. As we go through our stations here today, make sure you make a stop outside, even if you didn't buy ProSuite, and chat with the folks out there about what it is and what it does for a few minutes, because it's a really cool product, and we're thankful that we're able to get it in bulk and be able to provide it here to members and use it the way that we do. So thanks. And if you didn't get on that list and you want to be on that list, just to go back, we have plenty. So if you want some, let us know. West Virginia State Honey Festival was a blast. We did the Bee Beard up there twice. We had a club booth for both days. 3 different members were able to be there to sell honey, which was really, really cool. I think there was probably like 30 different honey vendors there at the Honey Festival, which was neat. We did the Bee Beard a few different times. You can see that picture there in the middle with Charlie with his full beard on. You can also see the picture right next to it with Charlie with a fat lip. But all in all, it was a very great weekend. Does anybody who's here that was there want to say something about it? Who isn't me? How fun it was. Yeah. You were there. You're in the center of the pictures.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Yeah.
I went when they first started doing it 4 years ago, like after the COVID, they shut it down, and they restarted it, and it was kind of long.
Mm-hmm.
This year was like one of the best years ever, like the children with people, and the funny thing about that was all the construction and all the chaos, and yet people showed up.
Yeah.
It was just a really good time. If you are free next year on the 3rd Saturday.
Yes.
Or Saturday,
Yes.
Sunday in August, they always have it every year down in Parker's for the municipal park.
Yes, and we've become over the past few years kind of an integral part of the Honey Festival. Not that we should have been anyway, right? But our club specifically has started working with all of our sister clubs throughout the state, and a lot of the Beekeepers associations are there now. A lot of them do show up to provide education. There's a trail that we do called the Be Educated Trail, where kids get these little cards at the beginning, and then they go to all the different stations, and they have to learn a different honeybee thing at each station to get stamps on their cards, and then they get prizes at the end, which then in turn brings in more parents to shop the honey vendors and so on and so forth. It's a really, really cool festival. We're thankful that they invite us to come, and if you guys do get the opportunity, come with us next year. We always look for good volunteers.
Patrick's Day is like 300 kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We gave away over 300 prizes for the cards, and I know that there was over 1,500 people there on the first day. So very, very big festival, and a lot of people have started coming out to it more so in the past few years, I think, because it's been growing so much. So thanks to all our folks that come out for that.
I want to say I really was skeptical about the tent situation, using those. But
Yes.
They turned out real good.
Yeah, I was also nervous. If the facilities had been better previous, I think I would have been even more skeptical. But that building was already so hot, I was like, well, the tent can't be much worse. And it really wasn't. It was a nice setup they had for us there. All right, and then right after that, we popped over this past weekend to the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival, and we did the Bee Beard again. You can see kind of a zoomed out up there of us getting ready to get started on the Bee Beard, and then right next to it, you can see the crowd that we pulled at the Italian Heritage Festival. This is our second time going there. They asked us back again this year after asking us last year. So it was exciting to be able to go and do that. We had members that were able to set up and sell honey. Elisa, do you want to tell us how fun that was?
It was super fun. It was our second year there, and thank God it wasn't like last year. We had that crazy storm, and everyone was holding on to tents, so it was much better. And I would say it was just as busy as the honey festival.
Was it?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was hot, but it was so.
Good. Lots of opportunities for education there as well. And also, if you have honey to sell, our club always puts booths up as often as we can. So if you had some honey, I'm sure you sold some honey. Yeah.
We talked to everybody.
Yeah. Yep. And you guys all know we do like honey.com educational stuff, and we have the hive with the pictures and stuff in it. So anytime we go out to these events, we're always carrying all that education stuff as well. So we can provide as much of that to the public as possible. It becomes a really good opportunity for us to engage and kind of get invited back to events like that for free, because they're very expensive to go to on your own. So it's cool that they do invite us to come back. So thank you guys for heading that up. We appreciate that. And Charlie, thank you. Where'd you go? Oh, she went there.
I'm right.
It's a demure shirt you're wearing. I like it. But yeah, great weekend, and we've been invited back already. I don't know that we're gonna get to do it this year, but somebody else invited us to do the Beekeepers again. It's a very popular display that we've been doing. What is it?
One of both days on this Italian heritage.
Next year they want to do it twice. Yeah. Well, we'll have to get them back. But great weekend, honestly. What is it?
I said he's gonna have to start training people so he doesn't have to do it
To
himself.
do it. Well, yeah, because it is a lot, honestly, and it's a lot on the bees too, to go, that was 2 weekends in a row. So that means he has to prepare the bees 2 weekends in a row to go do that, and then obviously have the weekend time available. So yeah, maybe we'll have a class on bee beards next year, make everybody put a beard on their face, see who does the best job.
We'll go out back and do it.
That's right.
Yeah, whoever volunteers.
Oh, shoot. But no, the Italian Heritage Festival is very fun, so if you guys get the chance, you should.
We're in a good spot.
Yes, we were in a very good spot this year too. We had us in the middle instead of like on the side where we were last year, which was real nice. Anything else that I missed? Any other old business items that we have done that I forgot about? Okay. Then we'll pop into our new business. We'll start with our treasurer's report. I'll go ahead and do this because Amy's outside doing our Pro Suite right now, and it didn't change from last month. The reason it didn't change from last month is because it's changing right now, and there's too many things in process. So I'm going to update it for our newsletter here in a couple of weeks. But this is the exact same monthly budget sheet that we showed last month. So it shows that we just got paid back for a couple of our big expenditures. We have some dues coming in. We paid for our club picnic. We paid our taxes because we have to pay taxes. And other than that, the only things that have come and gone since last month have been our Pro Suite and our treatments. And because all of that's moving so much right now, I didn't have a good final number by this meeting, so we'll make sure to get that by the newsletter that comes out here in the next few days. Sorry, I just did your spiel. Do you have anything?
Does anybody have, did everybody pick up the Pro Suite? If not, I need to, we need to do that so we can,
Comment?
we're gonna take it off. We're gonna take off.
They're gonna take off, like, all of them? Like, what, did they have a plan for that?
So there's no point in continuing to pour buckets off.
Because there's
There's
not,
not enough soap yet.
yes, got it.
So we'll just take it in the tote.
Okay, I
Pour it
got
off out of his place.
That makes sense.
But we're trying to see what that count would be that's still remaining, so I can, after the meeting, you can come and get it, but I wanna know what.
you. Okay, who here still needs to get Pro Suite and hasn't yet? How,
Did you get me?
Yeah, have you before? 5. That's it, just 5?
us, yeah,
How many? A million? The rest?
eight, yeah, the rest, 8,
80?
no, 8.
Maybe.
5? Oh, 5,
4, 5, you went 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
which is, yeah, so then we don't have to, okay, cool.
thank you.
Cool. You guys got lucky, you don't have to help pour any more of that stuff. You just have to talk about it. Any budget questions? We're gonna talk about bid for just a second.
Do we still need to spend bit money?
We do need to spend bid money.
Patience.
It's a virtue. All right, bid money. We have a lot of bid money to spend. We talked about this last month. We have about $10,000 we still need to spend. And we have 9 or 10 months to do it. We need to buy big things. We have one apiary that we're putting together. So a portion of this money is spent. It's put Clay Patel. Is that the school that's here in Mon County? Yeah, okay. Clay Patel is getting a full apiary. That they have a administrator that's going to be running, and they're going to have a beekeeping club and the whole 9 yards. So a portion of these funds will go to that, but we're talking like maybe $3,000 when you factor in the suits and everything else that it costs to get all that. So we still need to spend about $5 or so grand. If anybody has any ideas on educational things that we can purchase, or educational things that we can do that can cost money, I can pay for teachers to come into the school. So if you guys know somebody that we can have come into some of the schools, all of this has to be related to the Board of Education. So it has to be Like the Mon County BOE has to be within the school system somehow, it has to be outreach. But anything within those bounds, we can spend bukus of money on and we have plenty to spend. So think about it, let me know. Any questions or any suggestions yet? All right. State report, Deb, do you have anything to report for the state?
Just the bee fair coming up next week, September 12th, 13th.
Yeah, it's coming up so quick. The fall conference is coming up next week, September 12th and 13th. If you took a beginner class, you get free admittance to the fall conference. So I would highly suggest you go. I would highly suggest you go anyway. It's going to be a great event. There's well over 200 people registered for it. We're expecting probably between 250 and 300 total by the time everything's said and done. So it's going to be a big event. Lots of speakers, lots of in-hive sessions, lots of walkthrough exhibits. So if you have the time and you have the ability, please come out and visit the State Association in Lewisburg. The annual meetings there as a part of the event as well, where they vote on incoming officers and they talk about new events and other things that are happening. So you don't want to miss that kind of stuff. It's all important. Any Beekeeper questions or any State Association questions? From here, I don't know how many people are going from. I don't know. I don't actually know the.
Honey show.
Oh yeah. We probably got a nice portion, but the bigger the representation from here, the better. All of that stuff actually helps us get money as a club because there's Association of the Year that actually counts how many members attend these conferences. And the more members that attend, the better chances of getting that. I think it's $1,000 that the Association of the Year wins. Is that right? Does anybody know? Yeah. So it's a nice little like chunk of change that you can win just for attending and showing up to things. Doing outreach, like going to the Italian Heritage Festival, having beginner classes like what we do, all of that kind of goes into it. But this is a real easy one because it's education. If you guys are beginners, if anyone in here is and didn't get the code to register as a beginner or registered and didn't get the discount, let me know. I have the code so I can help you out with that. Holiday cluster, we decided that last month. It is going to be catered by Savoys. This is our menu. I will get, it'll probably be about what it was in price last year. I think it was like $14 or $15 when all was said and done. I'll get a final on that from Keith and we'll touch base here in the next month or so. We'll do our Beekeeper training post again as well this year. So if you guys have equipment that you don't use, that you don't like, that you want to get rid of, that somebody else might use, don't bring it if it's already broken. Bring it here and we'll have a Beekeeper yard sale, Beekeeper trading post. Paxton will be here so it can all be inspected as it goes out as it's supposed to be. So if you guys want to pick up some cheap equipment, that's always a nice way to do that. No, but I'll tell you in a minute. When we get to that end, I'll tell you. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's the first Tuesday in October. So whatever that. No, that's a lie. November. First Tuesday in November. November 4th. It's November 4th. We need nominations for new officers. My inbox has been empty. No one has nominated anyone for a new officer position yet. We have 3 positions that will need nominations. You can nominate yourself. You can nominate someone else who doesn't want to be nominated. You can nominate someone else who does want to be nominated. But we got to have some nominations by October because we vote at the October meeting, which is next month, for the new officer. So we have to have somebody to vote for. We have a nice setup here in Mon County. There are lots of perks to being an officer. We do a lot of fun things, and we have a lot of committees to where it makes being an officer just a little bit easier. We have our community outreach committee that helps put together things like the Italian Heritage Festival and the Honey Festival and things like that. And we have a committee that puts together our monthly meetings. So that things like this can happen, right? So any of those officer positions aren't stuck doing their officer jobs alone. It might seem like that because I'm the only one that stands up here at the podium, but we do all work as a team together, and none of the current officers are going anywhere. So if you're hang up on wanting to step up and do some volunteering, is well, I feel like I'm going to be doing it by myself. Please don't feel scared. We all want to be involved because we spent so much time helping grow to what we are now that we want to make sure that we help the next group of folks as we continue to do more. So if you are interested, please let us know. If you're not interested, please let us know as well.
Want to refresh this one, the 3 officers, what are they?
President, vice president, and treasurer. We will be, and the vice president will only have up to 3 one-year terms. The president and treasurer will have up to 4 consecutive one-year terms, as our bylaws state. Any questions? Mel, president? She's visiting, that's why.
Can I do this remotely?
No. All right, time for upcoming events. This is where I'll tell you the actual dates and stuff. Maybe. Club needs a new laptop. All right. Maybe. All right, so this is our meeting today. The Mon County Fair is next week. We will have a booth here at the Mon County Fair. It'll be a standalone booth. It'll probably be right there in that corner, and it'll just have some of our educational materials on it. It'll sit there for the entirety of the week. If any of you guys want to come man it, you're welcome to man it. We set it up because they asked us to set it up, because it seems nice that the Mon County Beekeepers would be represented at the Mon County Fair, but it's a lot to man, and we have our conference this coming week. So the past 2 years, we've done an unmanned booth. 2 years ago, we did a full manned booth, and it was a really long week for us. We've done unmanned booths the last 2 years, and we've had volunteers come and work at the booth. You can get it, they'll let you in. I think they let everyone in for free. I wasn't here last year. Do you remember? They let the folks that work the booth in for free. You can come in, provide education, sell honey if you have honey to sell. That's another good opportunity to sell some honey to some local folks. So we will have stuff, and it'll probably be sitting right here exactly as it was last year. All of our materials are in the back here, so we kind of just pull right out here for this festival, which makes it really, really nice. The Mon County Fair is a really, really easy one for us compared to some of the others. And if you are interested and don't know who to talk to come set up to do some of that stuff, let me know. I'll get you with our community outreach folks, and we'll make sure that you know where to be and what to be. The Bee Fair. The Bee Fair, September 12th and 13th. There's also an event on the 11th starting at noon, I think. It's the Appalachian Beekeeping Collective is hosting anybody who wants to come see their operation. They're a really, really large operation out of the southern part of the state, but their main headquarters is in Hinton, West Virginia, which is not far from Lewisburg. So they're going to host tours of their facilities all day on Thursday for folks who are coming into town that day, which is really, really cool. I'm excited. I'm going early just because I want to see. I've been curious about what their operation looks like for a while, so it's cool to be able to have the opportunity to go in there. But that's on Thursday. Then the conference is Friday and Saturday. Friday from 9 to 5, Saturday from 9 to 3. The annual meeting is at 9 o'clock on Saturday. There's a bunch of speakers and a bunch of vendors. I think there's 28 vendors plus a couple random community vendors, so probably closer to 30. Then there'll be in-hive sessions, speakers, all kinds of random stuff. Check that out on our website and on the state's website, wbeekeepers.org/beefair. And I think there's a link to it from our side as well, from this specific page. You can get there. Mon County meeting, that's in October. This will be our officer meeting, our officer election meeting, and also our winterizing meeting where we will talk about all things winterizing hives, different, winterizing options, different styles and ways that we can all kind of manage our winter treatment together, or our winterization together, rather. And then that's our last formal meeting for the year. The holiday clusters in November, we talked about that just a little bit ago. And that's it. Then we meet again as committees to plan all the meetings for next year. It's a cyclical process. I think that we'll probably go ahead this year and plan to do our January meeting virtually. Every year for the past 3 years, we've not planned to do that and ended up having to have it virtually because the snow stinks at that time of year. I mean, it's the first Tuesday in January, right? Like we expect. But I think we may go ahead and plan to do that virtually. That way we don't have to disappoint ourselves in January this year. But aside from that, everything should stay as standard as it has been in years previous. Our group will meet and go over that stuff here just after the holiday cluster. Anybody have any event questions?
We said on Thursday doing that time thing.
Mm-hmm.
What time's that start?
Noon.
Starts at noon?
And I don't know what time it ends. Do you? It's on the website. It's on the West Virginia Beekeepers website. It's listed on there under the event schedule. I don't know what time it ends, but it starts at noon. The Appalachian Beekeeping Collective, those tours. I think it's noon to 6, honestly. All right, it's time for the fun. Guys, take a quick 5-minute break. We're gonna get snacks.
One more thing.
One more thing.
We
They're
all
fun.
want some honey from Florida.
Oh,
So there's some spoons back here and everybody can try it out.
is it Brazilian pepper honey?
Not yet.
No, not
No,
yet.
that's getting ready to bloom now.
Oh, okay.
Well, the October one is a little Brazilian from last year. I
Okay.
run 5 different dates, and I can only bring 3-ounce bottles without the TSA stealing it from me, so I had to bring a whole bunch of three little.
Okay, so we have a lot of different types of Florida honey that we can try, which is kind of unique because the blooms are different there, right? They're going to taste a little bit different than what we get here. So thanks, Mel. That's awesome. When you're enjoying your snacks, try some different honeys. And then we'll start our workshop here in about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I pulled honey August
And
2nd.
get door prizes tickets if you didn't get them already.
I pulled honey August 2nd. They filled it back up, and I pulled it again August 1st.
Well, brag about it.
No,
Okay.
this is my first year getting honey.
That's
You know how many failures I have had?
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad. I'm not glad you failed. I'm
That dip is good.
I have what we use square, so it'll tap like the phones can touch. Yeah, the phones can touch. They do what they do. I don't know what they do.
I'm gonna have her see.
How are you?
This is the exact same kind, pulled not even on my apartment. It's actually great. Because the sun goes and cold. Yeah.
I was surprised that one.
They're all close.
Yeah, clean.
They're like 80%. I was like, I'm just making it now, so.
Just put it on. We went up. Crack. And then on top. So I need to. That's when I can stop.
You mean, I'll be a drink too.
Hey, did anybody take my rubber mallet?
Well, if I put you on the ballot, then we'll fight. Right? That's how my regime is fight to the death and then several more minutes.
Get this, it grows everywhere.
Yeah.
And I have seen it.
No, it's always an issue. It hasn't been one. And last year we were kids and they. Something happened, I gotta get it. Remember, I forget what it was. Yeah, well, I just meant the ones we ended up with, I think it's gonna make you relate online. All the kids. Every kid gets to see.
I didn't know what I mean, like bring out and just be like, take this. We running to get it out.
Okay. That's fine.
Why can't I? So.
I don't know what that cookie is. Did you eat one? Good, take it. Good girl.
I got some of
I went over with Dad to that school bash. And we both asked Dad, I was like, why is he calling you Uncle Charlie? And he goes, why is she calling you Dad?
Yes.
incinerator.
Get home.
He's from South Africa. Why?
Cool.
Give all the information, I sent you an email the other day.
What's the last name?
It's via the well that you get. She got me 4 buckets but then I wanted to do 10 buckets. You get the price and then I'll just go for buckets.
Okay, so.
And that fell through.
That fell through. You probably have some, but you don't want to know the price.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. So you use 4.
Charge me for you. They can charge, I got 4 bucks.
Okay, so what was your first name?
That's okay. Thank you.
Got it. Hold on. Where? Items.
I think our kids are super busy right now. She has some construction done on her
How
house.
about you do?
That magazine they have going on in there.
I was gonna ask Mike to make an announcement, but I guess I can't since it's pretty good right now. So these are just all catalogs. If anybody wants catalogs, they're this year's catalog, just to familiarize yourself, or if you just want one to toilet read, whatever. But then this box right here, this is all honey resources. So if you sell honey, I'm trying to just keep our they give us, they said we could have a shelf, is now pretty big shelf. And trying to be respectful because we have a really nice place, so I'm trying to condense and get rid of what we don't need. So if you guys sell honey and you want things to put on your display, like these go around your lids and they hang off the jars. If you want some, come take them, please. These are just little pamphlets with recipes. It entices people to come look at your booth. If you want any of this, it comes from honey.com. We get it through the club and then we give it out to you guys. Please come take whatever you want. There's seriously, this is just what I need to get rid of so that I can get down to one shelf. So please come take some. There's a bunch of pamphlets. There's a bunch of all kinds of different things. Like these are weird little recipe cards you can sit down and get people to come look at your booth. This one's specific to West Virginia beekeeping, so please come look at them and just take whatever you want. Seriously.
So that's
Excellent.
yeah. If it's still up here, you can get it here. It's not.
No, I don't know you, but. Now, don't get me shaking hands.
That's Melaleuca. Sorry, not Melaleuca, Brazilian pepper. That comes in the ball.
He asked me that.
Yeah, I like the really light one, which is cabbage palm.
All right, it's time for the feeding meeting to begin.
Yeah.
Keep it going. We got a few stations set up. If you look all the way in the back, you'll see Linda back there. Her and her compatriots will be showing a few different feeder options, ways that you can feed into your hives, jar feeders, frame feeders, things of that nature. We have candy board prep over here. Jamie White is going to be teaching about candy board preparation. If you remember back, was it just last month, Steve Rapasky was talking about the candy boards. So we brought that information here. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about how that works, Jamie's going to teach about that. Outside, we're going to have some shim building. So if you want to look at feeder shims, things like that. The reason we put that stuff outside is because the air compressor gets loud, so that'll be out there. And then of course we have our Pro Suite station that you'll see the green buckets out here if you want to talk Pro Suite for a few minutes. Enjoy, and I don't know what time it is right now, but in about a half hour I'll be doing classes. Probably 40 minutes. You can, any of these are door, well this is a door prize, so don't take that one, but everything else, this is not, you can have that, 100%. Yes. They are. They're for you. I'm told they were all for you. You wanted them, and then they were actually yours. Look at you.
I was shocked that they were all, that's Bill and like Michelle.
I probably need to go get a bag.
Yeah.
So here.
It's good to have good mentors.
Yeah. They're like, wow, we're gonna spend Phyllis tonight. If you want to spend yours, I was like,
Yes, please. I'll be right there. I'm gonna start putting these out there. The honey.com, stuff that you can put on your honey jars. Because the education stuff is really what we get those boxes for, because those sheets are great for kids. But we end up with so many of these too, because they send them as well. You need to give them out. Start giving them to I'm gonna go start riding in parades and start throwing them out in the parades to people.
well, if you saw your honey, every time people bought his honey. You
put one of those on it. Yeah. I saw it today. You know what's funny? Louisa sent me that. Is it the one that blows up?
It was funny.
My niece asked me yesterday, because my family was over the weekend, and they were all staying on, so she said, do you hate getting bee stuff, or do you like it? And I said, well, I haven't been getting it for enough years to hate it, but I feel like one of these days it could happen. Well, people only know one thing about you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yep. That's exactly right. May as well live in a hive, huh? Yes. Yeah, West Virginia Conservation District. Or the Long-Preston Conservation District.
So you guys want to do a bunch of movies tonight on the vision?
That's the conservation district. That's the program. So we always talk about it in the spring. We don't normally talk about it now, but if the thing about it is, if you don't know about it now, you're not going to get the paperwork done. So we should be talking about it now, but we don't do beginner classes. So we should be talking about it because anybody, no, it's not. I always preach it to beginners because it's expensive to get started. But you're right, we should be talking about it. He said he just started. I knew when he just started that where people can get money. So I was trying to get him. You should. I mean, if you don't use it, it goes away. You know, they take those funds and they put them somewhere else for something else to do. So.
Yeah, and like this. They're like this. Drop down in. I already did a presentation on it.
I don't have it. Oh, okay, sorry, I thought I did. Okay, well then I definitely don't. I don't know what's going on. Someone's got to tell me what's going on. I just started talking about it earlier, so I guess. That happens a lot. It's all right. I'll get more of those next grade too. Get that out there. Those are all from the beginner class. Because once you get one thing, they're like,
It's been very wet.
Better be. I've ordered stuff from them before. I don't know, I haven't looked close enough yet.
Who? Better be? Yeah, they're expensive. If they can afford to put that together, they're expensive.
I ordered something on Black Friday.
Well, yes. That's when you get it. I'm not saying I ain't bought stuff from them. I'm just saying.
I like glass jars.
Same. We don't like plastic.
Where do you get your?
Webistraunt.
Huh?
Webistraunt.com. Like web restaurant, except Webistraunt. It's the cheapest. I
Do you
think.
have to order like hundreds or do you order like 50?
You can order 50.
Okay.
They come in boxes of 12, so it would be like 40.
So I have almost an entire 5-gallon. It's like this large at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have about half and another gallon. So I have like, let's say 7 gallons of honey.
Okay.
How many jars do you need? I usually like the 1 pound.
Okay, I was just gonna say, how many pounds are in a gallon? I'm not good at that math. 60?
Well, a pound of honey is actually what, 12 ounces?
60 pounds or, yeah, 60 pounds in 5 gallons. How many, do you have a 5-gallon bucket worth?
61
I have a 5 and then I have a 5 gallon and another half of a 5
So you need
gallon. I
like-
have about 7 gallons.
So you need like 90 jars.
Okay.
That's just a little bit.
Well, considering last year I got like 6 jars. Yeah.
Yeah, he's our scientist. He's down here at the honey festival.
I wanna say
Honey festival.
Amarillo Rural, right? Somewhere.
That fast. And so
Restaurant. Yeah.
Be fair? I do. It is $65 for the whole weekend. $40 for. You remember the state said that. It's $7 more.
We just gave them a mission. I don't know, you got down.
Yeah. So they have a registration, so you can just walk up. You can walk in register. You don't have to register. And you get free lunch.
I don't really know.
They'll ask, and all local clubs send. We have to send our rosters into the state. So then they'll ask you, and then you'll say, I'm a member of my county.
Actually, Mary.
You'll say, I'm a member of the county.
All right, thank you.
They won't fight with you too much about it. Or hopefully they don't. No, it's for the state association. We're talking two different things, yes. For the state.
State or quarters,
And that's only if you took a beginner class in 2025. So if you took a beginner class in 2025, it's like $50. It's $50 off, so then whatever it is. So I'm sorry, beginner 25 off that. Because I already did it. Yes. It's not enough. It's not. I think they'll figure it out. No, I know. I hope we get out. You want to receive it? I was gonna say.
You see how
I
Linda.
didn't realize it was gonna be that email. I thought it was gonna be the next year we'll switch it up.
They were telling somebody else to figure it out, so it's 90 yards. I was like, okay.
What kind of cards? One pound? Okay, it's 12. It's about 12 pounds. Gallon of honey.
So that's about. So it's got to be 90
Yeah, I've got a few. I save them.
How many
I'll use anything because you gotta use premium classics. Better? Queen.
I already got another one. There you Yeah. Wait. This is This merch. I thought it was mine.
I was sitting trying to figure out what the heck that was. It says Boone County.
It says Boone Country. Because she got a country now. She's been country. On her music.
And all of them work, but I think the temperature of this place is much cooler than my kitchen. That's why it's also, days that sometimes I should. Last hours, 24 hours, 38. So you're actually sitting aside, not the
Yeah.
See how that works? You're doing it in this, it is going to turn out to much less.
Whole lot of nothing.
They say the old ones that the ages. That's why we got.
Okay, so now.
Hey, you think we can now?
Did you fold your tortilla neatly or did you fold it up slowly and quick? I bet you it's folded up in that part. That's just one place to look. That's something I'm thinking that, I mean, that's something I would do. You never know. You just never know. It could be folded up in your tent. You know? Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like to really like it. I cannot believe how.
I'm not a fan.
Really?
I don't know if it was like molasses or something. It just had a very pungent.
See, I think they are. But they're plastic.
Yep.
I always plastic.
Yeah, down forward.
That's right. We don't use plastic for anything.
People probably use it.
Well, and I told them that it's because
Nope,
we
we
did.
just use glass.
But then when
I
you
went
sell
on
it,
mason jars before, but I was like, okay.
it's better too.
Yeah. I don't know, everybody, they just want local money. And for whatever reason, it's not huge just for them. Like, it isn't. I mean, it is tough. Let me tell you, it's been 4 or 5 years and I just got money this year. It is tough. The pests, the heat, I mean, whew. Well, go in and stack them in the middle of summer. You get the sweat dripping your eyeballs. But we have, not just the wax moths and the high beetles, we have the fire ants and the palmetto bugs and, the nematodes and.
Just a whole nother sort of thing.
Yeah, we have the black bears, I have black bears in my yard. So we have your pests and then the whole.
Yes.
I said I came up here and went back down and they were covered. They said down there 4 days is all it takes and we will be completely signed out with high.
You would be.
Yeah.
Karen Davis.
They were actually eating out of the front. Huh?
Lindsay's gonna be here. Nate
My
got his.
husband built me a stand for Christmas this year out of an old wood deck. And it sets up about this high, it's metal, and then on the bottom, he threw 4x4s and it can't flip over. So I have string bottom boards, and then I have underneath them that I use at the bottom of bracket cages. They're about this deep, they're about this big, so it's directly under my cage, so anything that falls in flees around. And then I have a tarp, and I just lay a tarp out, so hopefully if something crawls out of the water, within there's not the tarp, they'll be frozen before they get to the grass. And I use throwbacks and dietary starters, like, all the way around. However, I did set up a swarm box, and 2 days I've got a swarm box.
I can imagine these
Yeah. It's just, there's no, like, the bugs, there's no, they're constant, you know, and.
So you have to be conscious.
We still, after, like, we're getting ready to start the Brazilian pepper pushing, it'll run through about October. After that, we're in the dirt. You know, November, December, January, February, March, however, you're still out there. So, and to go in up in those months, it's a lot. And then it comes out, that's a happy one and not me. And my bee club is really pretty sad. We have like 7 of them, so. And I was like, oh, you can't get that. Well, I know. I have to go before it's literally just belts in your hand because it's so hot. So it's not a couple of times.
$300.
And it would be friends and I got it.
Yeah, you make it.
I just had to be super easy.
That's the issue with president. Side when it comes to this thing, so it can kind of.
I was like, it's okay. Well, I put them in between 2 with the foundation, and I was like, if it kind of starts to fall over, then I can just
You better sell it. Nothing but the reviews. Oh, I tell you what, you're gonna have to do something. Can't be spending money like this.
I haven't seen the reviews on card.
That's where you get disappointed because the wax is going to be typically.
Okay, all right.
So. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm probably in that book.
Okay. But I just have to be, okay. Yeah. I was looking for the clay shell and the element, and I don't know what I typed in this game.
That's what I'm gonna do next year.
Yeah. Or Mikey. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. And he goes, oh, 15. I was like, well, I'm already told 4.25. People pay, they pay $20 a pound. So, but I mean, they know me, they know
Yeah,
me.
like,
I get stiff sitting here. So Jamie's the one.
You'll have to get them. They won't need your bags. Like that, but.
I do. I went right to the bathroom and then I'll go over here and see Jamie. Oh man, he's taping us.
That was mine. I told him
I don't know why that would.
Another one that is not massive. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and then you go up like every other time I accident. So, yeah. So, and that's like a right? Because I it's just like, okay, and I'll buy it. And then but like, just that's literally so that yeah, if I can just switch with someone so that I can talk to someone about the birds and still get them. Did you see what I'm saying? Like a homeschool class. So, yes, yes. I think, and this is the kind of especially if they don't know how the workings of education works. And like, I'm pretty sure that homeschoolers, like, they still get a diploma and I think it's still from the West Virginia Department of Education. So in theory, even though you're being homeschooled, you're having some overall team, something that probably has to do with the problem that we can like latch onto, you know, to spend. And in theory, we can pay ourselves to like I'm paying Karen to she's gone to 2 or 3 different schools, and so like whenever she does that, because she has to take a day off of school, or she has to get a substitute teacher, and then she has to take a day off of that from this school to go to this other school. So like all of that's within the program. So we've been like using those funds to like book the substitute teacher for like those random things, so that we can say, listen, we're hitting more than one school, we're hitting all these schools, because you know. I'm not going to push like teachers to do that issue that like we can only do something like experience things because it has to be spent for like this day. Teaching, yes, please. I knew you did. I have never Missy's class. You think Missy wants to be house? So, yeah, that's going to be a great exercise. You know what I mean? Like, we remember we do sports next year. Here's another high setup. Here's a fair fence. Here's a all of that's within the very setup. That's because we're trying to say that we use that to educate our educators to go into the schools. So that's like something. Okay. So we're doing the same thing, similar, actually calling it Airbnb. And it's going to be, no. It's not going to, it won't be the same. It'll won't be. Exactly. Yes. The reason we've been talking about is everybody wants to. Everybody wants to. I can only do that. I can only, so you should. There is a phone call in Preston County we can literally set up like through the tourism bureau and do our own phone call where we can do different things. Well, for the conference, like for the state conferences, that's I want to try to use mine, and I'm going to use that to get the funds for that. Because basically, it's like $10,000 to rent money. It's super freaking expensive, but they will pay a third of your entire events cost if you give them a budget 6 months in advance to the county commission. Well, I can make it look like this event costs $30,000. I can make it look like it costs $50,000. It's like, because it does. You don't spend that much, but that's what it costs when you put it all on paper. So that's how we're gonna. If we do something here, that's how Bless you. Okay. So there is. Logistics are a little weird for me. That's why we haven't I don't like art. I don't like art setup. I don't want people coming into my house and going to my bathroom. That's why we haven't done it yet. Yeah, it's a whole, that's why I haven't. Right, yeah, I mean, we like that for how to get it. Like her eyes died this year, I honestly think she was a kid correctly, but that's neither here nor there. She is now coming to art theory once a week to like get lives, so that she can still get experience, and then she coaches to move us next year, so like, she's gonna make the nuke herself, like she's gonna do the whole thing. Right. But like, stuff like that, there's just a lot of extra stuff. Hey, $44. Yes, sir. Yes, and I don't know where Amy went, but she can. Is it gone? Okay, well, if it ain't here, we still have it. I can get you the location of where it is. Oh, okay, yeah, we got some in the truck too, yeah. Yeah, well, we can definitely have it. For $44, if you buy it online, it's $225. A little bit of a savings. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I don't like my setup, but I'm trying to buy the house next door to me right now, and so once I do that, then I'm keeping that into the movie store and Airbnb. We're literally going to sleep on top of it. Like, yeah. We went all this time, I'm sure. They're bright, you can look at the blue. Yeah, me too.
So whatever you need.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing that, like I'm not doing that stuff. Like, listen. I mean, shoot, listen. If we can figure it out, we'll just have to therapy. That's the way helps run this business. It's all in like body wellness. In Morgantown and the old right across white and green. But she has TVs it fixes the cancer or whatever. It isn't not like the bowls. It's like the TV version, and it's like static. It's like white noise. It's like white noise. Yes, she is accessing classes with what she does because it kind of falls in that like people are like real into it and not into it. I think okay, so there are options, but if we're talking about, so you're asking me about business stuff now, like not club stuff. You're asking me about like actual like things that I have to use my own money for. Oh, you could, but then so that's where the caveat stuff so because I can't take the money personally myself, so I can't build something in my house with that, right? Like that's not but I can use the grants and other things that so like there's a product. So there's lots of like education. So that's what I would use to get the students the specialty crop grant. Clubs get them all the time. And Mountaineers just got a specialty crop grant and bought the chambers. like extract, no, the Mountaineer Beekeepers Association. They bought it. They are trying to set up extractor stations throughout the states where people can go. That was the specialty project. It was like $5,000. They just gave it like. I'm thinking about eventually maybe using that to like get money for events, because any event that we do here is educational. It always ends up being educational. Money and then big grants. Mostly what I've done so far, and this is great. This is nice. This is great. 4%. And I can't just like until I can buy 5 suits, and then I just like, you were about like, it's not a good, but also so like I have this really good where they, I mean, if I ask them to explain what I'm doing, they're going to suits as well, because they do our stuff like this. That because like they want to do something. I want to try something. Any of it. I want to buy them just so I have them and sit there because I don't want to. Are you yeah, on the top. That's the problem. It's not technical stuff. They're going to be in the comments. I get them to do that. I think all right. I'm going to do it.
You're right.
I didn't do it yet because everybody was still. But all right. Good to see you, man. Have a good one.
No, we didn't get to go on a vacation.
I forgot that I had to do the classes.
I guess we gotta go.
Can't get very far from here or then in November and December, that'll be the one. Over Thanksgiving, over December, it's shorter.
So now what are you
Yes.